I first got introduced to Sarah through my son. My son had osteosarcoma for 14 years, and he was in remission or stable for 6 years, and then had a recurrence in the summer of 2022, and it reoccurred in his leg. And he had surgery and then rehabilitated at Spalding Rehabilitation Center on Cape Cod. During his time there, he experienced Reiki through a gentleman who would go from room to room and offer his services. And my son, Alexander, had a very positive experience with Reiki and asked me to find him somebody for when he got out of Spalding. So I Googled different people on Cape Cod, and Sarah was one of them that came up. I reached out to 2 or 3 people, and Sarah promptly responded and said, absolutely, I'd love to help your son. So she and Alexander started meeting with each other, and during their sessions, he experienced profound things, sense of peace and connection and deep healing. He did that, and then we ended up moving out to Arizona for him to further his treatment, and knowing that when he returned to the Cape, he would resume his sessions with Sarah. He ended up passing away, though, in October of 2023. In January, a few months later, I felt this innate desire to reach out to Sarah. I had to let her know, because I knew that she and Alexander had a connection that went beyond Earth. I did so, and I started seeing her. And the first session with her was very meaningful. I describe Sarah to people as an angel on earth. She has a pureness of heart and soul that can only be explained by her connection to the divine. And sitting with her, the messages that she conveys, they're not sensationalized or reaching. There's a meaningfulness in the messages that is at the soul level, and it's a conversation you're having with your loved one, and it's deeply healing. I left that first session with Sarah, and she invited me, and Alexander invited me, to come to one of her healing circles a few days later, which I did. And I experienced something so profound. It's nearly inexplicable, but I've told as many people as I can about it, because it was the closest thing that I have had to feeling my son near me. When he passed, it literally broke my heart. He took half of me with him. Not only has Sarah helped me to repair and heal from that loss, but she's also helped me continue my relationship with my son. I've had a lot of loss in my life, and this one was by far the hardest. And that's how I initially became connected with Sarah. There are so many feelings that have come to me through working with Sarah, both during our times together and then days, weeks, months after. I'm fortunate enough to be in a place where I can continue with her regularly, and I'm now one of her students, which I'm so grateful for. When Sarah puts her hands on me, I feel a tremendous calm come over me. It just flushes through my body, and I just relax wherever I am. I feel centered and grounded and at peace, pure peace. When our session, and this is when she's done Reiki or healing with me, and when our session ends, I'm floating. I float out of her room, and I am happy and lighter, and I have just a sense of ease in life During my sessions with her where we're working on guidance or mediumship or spiritual guidance, I feel so connected to my loved ones on the other side. It's as if there's no separation. It's helped me grow in terms of continuing those relationships, which is profoundly important to me. So that's just a small aspect of how it feels for me to work with Sarah. It's so deep. It really just soaks into your heart and soul deep within you. For me personally, I'm working on coming back to myself, on relearning who I am, aside from being, Alexander's mom and a wife and mom to my daughters and daughter to my elderly dad and everything. And it's been very difficult for years for me to feel that. Sarah is very gently and very purposefully helping me to regain that, to give me direction, to give me strength, to heal what's wounded inside of me from the grief and from the many years of neglecting my own self. It's been really, really helpful to me. I feel very good about the trajectory my life is on now because of Sarah. I refer to her as an angel on earth. That's what she is to me. She has a direct connection to the divine. There's no doubt in my mind. And she exudes happiness and joy and positivity and calm and peace. And she brings that wherever she goes. You feel just really good being with her. But she also has a tremendous sense of humor, and she's a happy person and a terrific guide. Sarah has such tremendous integrity with her work, whether it's healing in Reiki or mediumship. She has a strong desire to share her gift with the world and with people. For some of us, we were born with this knowing and this need to learn more. But there are other people who might be more skeptical or reluctant or resistant to go for healing or Reiki or to go for psychic or mediumship guidance. And what I'd say to those people is do open yourself up. You will be incredibly grateful and surprised at what you'll find, particularly working with Sarah. Over my years, I've seen a lot of psychics, a lot of mediums, a lot of healers, and she's just different. Her work is very meaningful and purposeful, and it is absolutely divinely guided. She doesn't take her gifts for granted, but she uses them to help people, to all of us lucky enough to work with her and learn with her. I'm so grateful. She's just been tremendous in bringing peace and healing in my life and guidance.